Boosting biodiversity is essential if we're to overcome the catastrophic decline in all ecosystems. And although Hartland is rich in some ways in biodiversity, we're losing it and we're suffering because of industrial farming here. And we wanted to showcase ways that everybody can look at biodiversity and maybe make a small difference. So in February we held quite a big event for the Hartland Nature Society, which was called Boosting Local Biodiversity. Our keynote speaker was Singh-Watson from Riverford Organics. He was terribly important because he is a known quantity, has championed organic farming for many years and is very captivating as a speaker.
The same, and we have not used an insecticide on the farm outside of the polytunnels where we occasionally use soap ever since. And every year I think we have fewer and fewer pest problems. So the answer for us has been to encourage nature.
But we also put around him other people on a more local level. So we had Tiffany Tsu from Exeter. She is looking at the effects of pesticides on a small group of wasps called parasitoid wasps. But she also talked a little bit about pesticides in general.
So pesticide is an umbrella term that includes any chemicals that is used to kill pests. And usually when we talk about pesticide, people associate it with insecticides, so things that kills bugs like mosquitoes and aphids, and rodenticides that kills mites and rats.
And then we had local people, so we had Joan Newbury from the North Devon National Landscapes, Justin Seedhouse from the National Trust, Kathy Horsley from the Devon Wildlife Trust, and two local farmers, Steve Hurd and his neighbour Letty, and they were very important and very pivotal because they are actually on the ground in Hartland doing things to boost local biodiversity.
I do believe there's enough space to run a productive, profitable farm and look after the wildlife while you're doing it. I will give the soil what it needs intentionally. I'll look after the pHs and the minerals and everything in there. Try not to pollute the field and the soil for the biodiversity that's in there. So all your microorganisms and your earthworms and everything, I think they're just as beneficial as any fertiliser you could use.
We got some lovely feedback after the meeting. Many people picked out specific topics that they'd heard and weren't aware of. So, for example, with the pesticides, a lot of people weren't aware that flea treatments on dogs and cats can impact river systems and in fact contain a neonic, which is a pesticide that kills pollinators. And the other thing that I think a lot of people also weren't aware of was that a lot of pesticides, when they're licensed for use, the so-called inert ingredients that surround that pesticide aren't tested at all. So we don't really ever do proper testing of pesticides. And quite a few people went away and took that message home and vowed not to use pesticides in their gardens. So that was a real beneficial success story as far as I was concerned. Going forward long term, I really hope that we can have an established speaker every Christmas, an established event in the middle of summer, maybe a festival, that's going to spread the word and ripple the effect of learning about biodiversity in a bigger way than just we are doing in the parish. And I hope that individuals will step up and champion various aspects of nature that they're interested in. We already have a champion for butterflies, we have one for birds, and I hope that that will carry on and grow and we can make a difference in all aspects of nature.